Dr. Elizabeth Lawley, she's been on the job for just about 3 weeks now. She says she's fully committed to moving the district forward and is focused on the students, not the politics, that played a big part in the departure of the district's previous superintendent. Starting next week, the halls here at Endeavor Elementary in Westchester are going to look a lot different as students and staff return. For many, it brings a mix of nerves and anticipation.
Thinking back on the first day of school, I could never sleep. Do you get that same excitement?
I do, and actually I start to get really excited whenever I see yellow buses roll.
Even after 45 years in education, Dr. Elizabeth Lawley says there's nothing like that first day, no matter the district. Lawley comes to Lakota as interim superintendent. She previously served as superintendent of Dayton Public Schools for the last 6 years, but as a Butler County native says this opportunity was one she couldn't pass up.
And I think it's always just been a place that I've watched. It's been some place that I've seen how it's grown. I've seen how it's improved, how it's rated so highly in the state, and I just want to be part of that as I finish out my career.
Lawley is replacing former Superintendent Matt Miller, who abruptly resigned from the position last spring. In a scathing letter, Miller cited death threats and a hostile work environment, all stemming from a, quote, crusade against him, which he says originated with school board member Darby Bodie over the district's curriculum. Lawley now coming into the post while aware of the division created in the community.
What would you say to kind of ease any fears among both sides about what they may have moving forward? I know you mentioned always bringing it back to the students.
I think that's what I'll keep focusing on, is the fact that we have students here that we need to educate. We don't need to engage in a political battle. We don't need to engage in things that are divisive. We need to focus on students. They only get one chance, and we only get one chance to be with them. So we need to make sure that that chance is taken and that we do the right thing by those students.
She says that means giving them as many opportunities to succeed as possible, something she tried to communicate with parents last week as she hosted 2 Meet the Superintendent events. And as far as the interim in her title, Lawley says don't mistake that for a lack of commitment.
There is no doubt in my mind that I'm as invested here as anyone who would be full-time, the next full-time superintendent here. It's a full-time job. It's my passion. It's my mission, and it's my commitment to do what's right for students and to do what's best for the district. And I don't slow down. I think the last 2 weeks I've been just as busy here as I have been in Dayton Public for 6 years. So it's not a matter of not being invested. I think that my record speaks for itself as far as my commitment to students.
So it is unclear exactly how long Lawley will stay on at Lakota, as the school board has previously said that it is continuing its search for the, quote, best long-term fit for the role. It is worth noting, though, that Lawley was recognized as the 2023 Superintendent of the Year in Ohio by the Buckeye Association of School Administrators. Tricia.
I cannot still believe it's back to school time.
It's gone fast, but I think a lot of parents are probably ready for it.
Yeah, and those buses, I feel the same way. You definitely get like some sort of a feeling whenever, just like she said, she gets that feeling. Hers is on the positive side, but you definitely get some feeling when you see school buses rolling.
Absolutely. Lakota, one of the few districts, I should mention, that has said that they don't actually have any shortages of bus drivers. They don't expect any problems day one. So
how big is that out there?
As far as the shortages?
No, just the school district alone. That's just,
it's huge.
Gigantic.
More than 17,000 students, 1,750 actually.
That's crazy. Thanks.